Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope that you are fine and ready to learn the basics of English language with me. My name is Miss Sadia and I'll teach you the basics of English language in a very easy way. So be ready for today's topic. Our today's topic is related to conversions. We shall convert the affirmative sentences into negatives and interrogatives. Today, we shall learn the conversion of the affirmative sentences of present indefinite tense into negative and interrogative. So, here is the formula for affirmative sentence formation. See, first we put the subject in the sentence. I hope you know what the subject is. Okay, I tell you. Actually, the subject is a part of a sentence that contains the person or thing performing the action in a sentence. The subject may be singular as well as plural. It may be a name as well. So, first you put the subject, then you put the first form of verb with s or es, and you will get to know why have I bracketed these words s or es. I'll tell you later about it. Then you add the object and or the complement, and at the end of the affirmative sentence you put the full stop. So here are some rules to remember. With singular subjects, you add s or es with the first form of the verb. So as I have told you earlier that the subject can be singular as well as plural. So if your subject is singular, so with that, whichever verb are you adding, you should add s or es. But in case of plural subjects and I, you do not add s or es with the first form of the verb. So remember, these two rules are supposed to be followed every time when you are writing any tense related to present indefinite tense, that when your subject is singular, you add s or es, but in case of plural subject and I, you do not add s or es with the first form of the verb. So here are some examples. He opens the box. He here is the subject. As you can see, I have mentioned it here. Opens is the verb. You see, he was the singular subject. That is why I have added s with the verb. And the box is the object of the sentence. So I hope you know what the object actually is. Let me tell you, the object is a noun or a pronoun, or it can also be a noun phrase that is affected by the action of the verb. So here he says he opens the box. So what he opens the box. So the box becomes the direct object, right? So look at the second example, which is we open the box. Here we is the subject and you know that it is plural subject, and I had told you here that with plural subjects you do not add s or es. So here I haven't added s with open. So with your sentence becomes we open the box. So following this formula, subject plus V1 with or without s or es plus object plus complement plus full stop, I have written these two sentences. He opens the box and we open the box. So I hope you understand this concept. So let's move on. Now we are going to talk about the negative sentence formation of the present indefinite tense or the simple indefinite tense. So here is the formula. First you add the subject, then you add do not or does not depending upon the subject. If your subject is singular, then what you have to do. If your subject is plural, then what you have to do, I'll tell you later. Then you add the first form of verb, but without s or es. Keeping in mind that in the negative sentence of present indefinite tense, you do not add s or es with the first form of the verb. You omit that. Then you add object or the complement, and then you add the full stop. So for knowing about more about the complement and the object, you should wait for my next video. Right. So here are the rules to remember. The first rule says that with singular subjects, you add does not. So if your subject is singular, you should add does not in your negative sentence of the present indefinite tense. But in case of plural subjects and in case you are having I as a subject in your sentence, you add do not. So remember these two rules. With singular subjects, does not, and with plural subjects, add do not in your negative sentence. So here are some examples. See, your sentence was he opens the box. Here its negative becomes he does not open the box. So you see, our subject here was singular, he, it is singular. So with he, I have added does not, right? And again, open, I have omitted s here. So your sentence becomes he does not open the box. Look at the other example. We open the box. So in case you have plural subject, you have do not in the sentence. In the negative sentence, you say we do not open the box, right? So it was plural, we, that is why I have added do not. And it's already open, there is no s with open already because the subject was plural. So keep these two rules, this one and this one, when you are converting a present indefinite tense and the affirmative of present indefinite tense into negative and interrogative. Keep these two rules in your mind, that with singular subjects you add does not, with plural subjects and I, you add do not in your negative sentences. So let's move on. Here is the formation of the interrogative sentence formation of present indefinite tense. So you replace the position of the subject. Subject does not come in the start of the sentence. Instead, do or does come in the start of the sentence. Then comes the subject. Then comes the first form of verb, again without s or es. Then the object or the complement. And then the most important thing is the question mark, right? So look at the example. The sentence was he opens the box. Now it becomes does he open the box? You see, does becomes the comes in the start of the sentence, then comes the subject. He has become the subject here, it has come here, and then open without s or es, and then the object. So we open the box becomes do we open the box, right? So I hope you have understood the whole concept, the concept that how should you convert the given affirmative sentence of the present indefinite tense into its negative and interrogative form, right? Here is the exercise which I have written for you guys so that you may practice them. You may see that how are the sentences written, and then you see how are they converted into their negative and interrogative forms. So the question states, convert the following into negative and interrogative. See, the first sentence states, Rida writes a poem. This is present indefinite tense. So its negative would become, Rida does not write a poem. As Rida is the singular subject, so with singular subject, remember the rule that we had added does not in the negative sentence. An interrogative sentence would be like, does Rida write a poem? So, second sentence states, boys enjoy the ride. Now your subject is plural. So with plural subjects, in negative sentence, we add do not. So your sentence becomes, boys do not enjoy the ride. So far as the interrogative sentence is concerned, your sentence would be like, do boys enjoy the ride? Number 3, she washes her clothes. So now she is the singular subject, and you can see I have added s with that. So its negative would be, she does not wash her clothes. See, I have added does not and I have omitted es from there, and the sentence becomes, she does not wash her clothes. Now, its interrogative would be like, does she wash her clothes? So I hope you have understood the whole concept, the concept that if you have singular subject, then what should you do in the negative sentence? And if you have plural subject, then what should you do in the negative and interrogative sentence? And what should you avoid in the negative and interrogative sentences? Okay, so let's move on to the sentence number 4. Stars shine. Stars do not shine. Do stars shine? Number 5. I like chocolates. I do not like chocolates. And do I like chocolates? Its interrogative sentence states, do I like chocolates? So number 6, my mother wears glasses. My mother is the singular subject, so that's why wear has the s at the end of it. So its negative would be like, my mother does not wear glasses. You see, I have omitted s from there because this is a negative sentence. And again, in interrogative sentence, I have omitted s here. And the sentence is like, does my mother wear glasses? So I hope, students, that you have got to know the idea about converting the given affirmative sentence of present indefinite tense into its negative and interrogative form. Now, here are some sentences for your practice, for your improvement. The question states, convert the following sentences into negative and interrogative. So all these sentences from 1 to 10 are related to present indefinite tense. All these sentences are from present indefinite tenses. So I have chosen them for you to practice and convert them into their negative and interrogative form for your convenience, for your ease, and you can match your answers from the previous slides which I have shown you earlier, this one, so that you may see what mistakes have you made and what are the correct answers. Thank you.